YouTube, Danny Staten here. On the Daddy Dan blog, it's been a horrific week with hurricanes, storms, horrible stuff here in South Carolina. It's time for me to take a break. That's right. I'm going to take a break and I'm going to check out My Date with Monsters #1 from 2021. It's the first Aftershock comic book I've ever had from the Aftershock Comic Book Company. It's about dreams. It's about monsters. It's about the Great Kabuki. What? No, that ain't the Great Kabuki, is it? It's got that Great Kabuki wrestling mask, though. Look it up on YouTube. It's real. So, Dave, I seriously doubt anybody on Earth's gonna call this piece of crap the good stuff. I guess it's time to bust the nightmare open and get started. And inside the front cover, we get the usual. You know, the people we can blame for this dismal, shiny, glossy, freaking nightmare from 2021. The kind of comic book that everybody hates. Well, our comic book starts out with Janet, Chrissy, and young Sara. Young Sara. What a beautiful child she was. And her mother, Janet, just happens to work for a dream research company. But today, she's on a hot date. She's on a hot date with a guy named Jim with a beard. From the hills, from the woods. He must be one of them Beverly Hillbillies since this takes place in California. She gets a text that says meet her in the bathroom, and you think everything's going normal. But it's not. So in full, shiny-ass, glossy, horrible panels brought to you by the Danny Dan blog, we get Marone the Monster. Look at Michael Marone playing the monster part in my comic book today as he hangs out with young Janet. That's right. Janet's got a friend. Janet's got a dreamscape, imaginary monster that meets her in the bathroom, and I already want to pull my hair out because this story's going to make me cry. Hey, check it out. Chrissy and young Sara's at home playing on the computer. And there's the big surprise, right? As Janet has more conversation with the Marone monster in the bathroom. Of course, she gets interrupted by wah, 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 Jim. And there goes Jim. Jim's saying, "What you doing in the bathroom?" Yes, Jim. It's a holy beep moment right here. And of course, because the story really is lame, we jump to a panel now where a giant bird? There we go. A giant bird invades the girls' homes, which Janet quickly dispatches. And Marone quickly, in shiny, glossy panels, eats up that big old bird. Because it's going to be a common theme. Marone eats everything. Chrissy just don't get what's going on, as she finds the blanket pills. That's right, you take some of these pills and you put them in everybody's cake and the whole town's gonna be tripping. Well, check this out. Try to take a nap and every monster in the universe shows up in your bedroom when you've been taking them bad boys. I gotta get me some of them pills. But luckily when dream monsters show up, we've got the great and powerful Michael Marone around, and he's just gonna eat every monster in sight because he's always hungry. Ain't that right, Marone? As he sucks down the Harper monster right here. He sucks down the Harper monster, you get it? Hey, check this guy out with the eyeball in the rectum. That's got to be my favorite monster of the whole crew. He just hides around, hiding his face and looking out his anus. And that kind of reminds me of somebody, but I'm not going to say their name, Brent. Whoops, did that slip out? Oh, I should restart the video? No, I'm not going to restart the video. I'm just going to keep on cracking on Marone. Marone hanging out with Janet. Marone and Janet talking over Buttman. They really say I'm not eating Buttman because he's got an eye in his... So we're going to get some dilly-dabbly with her and Marone making sandwiches in the kitchen. Marone says, I don't want a sandwich, I want to eat me a monster. Because Marone going to eat him a monster. Marone stands guard over Janet while Janet's sleeping. Next day at work, Janet's talking about the pills. Talking about taking the pills. Talking about seeing monsters at the Dream Research Facility. You know, when you take these pills and monsters start coming through to your reality, it kind of messes up your night. Janet trying to get some sleep. Marone watching over them as the machines pump out more pills. What? Anyway, another little monster slips through a portal and comes into Janet's room, quickly hiding under the bed. But Maroon's, I'm always hungry. I stay hungry, 'cause I'm Maroon the monster. So in the audience of young cadets, the general tells of the monsters. We have discovered these monsters through the use of drugs. These monsters are real. These monsters can overtake us. We must stand. We must fight the monsters. It's true, the monsters are invading our reality. They are attacking us in our sleep. We must stand and fight the monsters in our dreams? Oh, God. Janet tells them that she has a pet monster, one that will help them fight the other monsters because its main goal is to eat other monsters. The general is not happy. The general thinks these nightmares will stick around if the children invoking them die. Hey, check out these drawings the little kids made. It kind of looks like some of the ones I made when I was a kid. Wah, wah, wah. So in full panels, once again brought to you Mother Blog in this short little piece of crap comic book with glossy covers. We see Janet. We see Janet crash the car. We see Maria, the new girl, singing a song in a building. That'll be her only appearance, I think, because this comic book don't make no sense as the general and his troops surround the building. They head on inside to have a look, but nothing's going on but some dream research. That's right, dream research that's going to save us all from the monsters. And speaking of monsters, check out Bigfoot Michigan Rob's Double Indemnity Clause. Book 1, True Cryptid Encounters. Book 2, out now, True Cryptid Encounters by my friend Rob, Bigfoot Michigan Rob. He has some of the best horror stories out there, and I recommend with Halloween coming up, we pick up these 2 books immediately. And while I'm dealing with a couple of shout-outs, let me go ahead and say, be sure to check out my friend Dave Sunstorm and his incredible brother Steven Sunstorm here on YouTube, as well as my main partner in crime, Thrash Pondo Ponds. We were supposed to do a show this week, but the curse continues as a hurricane trashed Wi-Fi, trashed the neighborhood, took power out, ruined everything as usual. We're going to try again next week, and guess what? There's already another hurricane coming. So the curse continues. Be sure to check out Pat McCormick at the Golden Rage of TV. Let me get his name right. Pat McCormack. McCormack. As well as the other guys on my list. And that'll be BK on the air. Big Guys 45s. My friend Corey at Corey's Comedy Channel, you sneaky bastard. My flock is everywhere, Sara. You know I love that girl. The Nostalgic Pod Blast Chance. Retro Nerd Girl. Brainbender's Banner. AAP Homestead. AAP for life. The Unapologetic Geek and Harold the Hatter. I really need to add some more to that list, don't I? I really should add Keebler and a few other people, shouldn't I? And so now the military joins the secret project as General Jackass decides he's going to take out the monsters. He's going to deny special programs. He's not going to save them. He's going to create an attack elite armored force to go forth and destroy all the monsters of nightmares that are coming through. You dream them, and now they really show up. What? That's right, in full, glary-ass, shiny panels in this incredibly short, nightmarish, glossy comic book. Brought to you by Daddy Damn Blog! Young Sarah's headed off to school. Young Sarah is telling the students on the bus about the monsters. Nobody believes Sarah. Sarah's getting picked on. Sarah, these monsters cannot be real, says freckled-faced ginger boy bully. But even the teacher's drawing pictures of monsters on the board because she knows they're real. And at that moment, Nerd Boy, the ginger, he fell asleep in class. And you know what happens when you fall asleep? You dream about monsters and they come out of your dreams. Freddy freaking Krueger comic book. And speaking of Freddy freaking Krueger, check out the Great Kabuki over here with them claws. That's right, the Great Kabuki done crawled out of that boy's dreams. And that's freaking young Sarah out because she don't like monsters. As Kabuki creeps forward over and takes the ginger's soul. And so that's the way it is. You dream them, they come and get you. It's the way in the future, and how that becomes a date with monsters, I do not know. Hello, children. Time to say goodbye. Young Sara hides under a desk as this story is to be continued in a future episode of a comic book I hope I never freaking get. In the exciting next issue, issue 2, Michael Marone Monster saves the day. Dun, da, da. And then we get some crappy long reading about the blanket. That's right, you can learn all about blanket. You can learn about Michael Jackson's little kid named Blanket. What? No, that's wrong. And then we get some magic powers of Beholder, the Dream Mate. That's right, you can find your dream mate. Look, that's that girl's real name. I changed it, of course, because that's what I do. I change the names in these comic books, in case you're wondering. I kind of make them my own. I just do that. And now we get an ad for the True Crime is Salads. Party and Pray. It's about a party where people die. And it's probably a better comic book than this piece of crap, right? And then we get Cross the Bear. That sounds kind of religious and gnarly, but I really think it's some kind of Jack the Ripper gangster stuff. I don't know. That's a stupid cover. I know this comic book is probably going to suck major balls, but check this out. It's the Chicken Devil. It's the Chicken Devil! Oh my God, Chicken Devil is a real thing. Is Chicken Devil a real thing? I actually want the comic book called Chicken Devil. I want to check out Chicken Devil. And then you get 10 years to death. That's right, your incredibly cool comic book about life of death row inmates. You can check out 10 years of sitting in a cell whacking your pud. Oh, God. They got my attention when it said Tremors, and I was thinking Tremors comic book, Aftershock. Here's what's happening. And, you know, Tremors was a great movie, and then I get this, and they don't say nothing about big worms. It's all about this crap. Where's my Tremors? I want Tremors! You lie to me! For something actually named after a Tremors movie. You know, the name of this comic book company is Aftershock. It's actually named after a Tremors movie. And then they put Tremors in here, but you didn't know Tremors comic books at all, really? And then you get a list of the Aftershock crap coming out in the near future. And this is some real Chicken Devil. This is some real crap. I mean, really. It looks like garbage. It looks like total garbage. Where's Tremors? I want Tremors. And these egotistical turds that created this book actually had the audacity to use the last page to put pictures of themselves and their bows. Every one of these people should be found and bitch slapped. And let's really waste the back cover with learning where to get our comic books graded, because that's a real big thing right now. Let's encase our comic books in carbonite where we can never open them, never look at them, and never read them. And you know, I really hate that, right? You believe I paid $5 for this piece of shit? Really, I did. I paid $5 for this thing. Oh, I should go get my money back. Anyway, that's my look. Look at the back cover of this piece of crap. Really? They did that? Ah! Well, once again, that's my look at My Date with Monsters, #1 from 2021. A new comic book from a new company called Aftershock. And I hope that's the last Aftershock comic I ever get in my life. It's a dismal nightmare. The people that drew it should be slapped. The story's awful. It don't make much sense, and it kind of blows. Well, there you go. I'll be back again next time, I hope, with a comic book better than this one, or probably worse, but I got some Boris Karloff stuff I want to get to, and I'm sure that's got to be better than this. Till next time, this is Danny Staten on the Daddy Dan blog. Oh, happy Halloween, guys. I'm glad it's the season. Blog over.